Good morning, good morning. What up, Scud? NS, come to Current. I gotta try Current really soon. Phantom, what's goody? Good morning. Dan Wall, what up, Brian? What's goody, y'all? Big Nurse, big buffs today. What up, Whack Boy Vito on the track? Brandon Kaiser, appreciate it. Mr. McNasty out there, what's goody? Good morning. Good morning, True. We are out here. SW Prime, the homies are out here. Cordell's out there. What up, Cordell? Good morning, good money bag Hutch. Crack is back. What up, what up? Yes, sir. What's good, your favorite big guy? Chris Cooper, good morning. I'm gonna pin this message here. Good morning, good morning. Callie, what up, Callie? Think I should be up to date. Good morning, Big Red. Oh man, good morning, Bless. Cap, good morning. Man, it's cold in here today. Man, big changes to 2K, man. Ain't it something? I don't know if you guys have heard, but I dropped a couple videos already talking about these huge changes. Pesos, what up? They didn't patch nothing. I still see people shooting contests. Well, it was a conservative game balance patch. So it's a hotfix update to these badges. And yeah, I was curious. Peso said that he don't notice any difference. What up, Slime? I got an update this morning, but nothing to restart my game. Yeah, because it was a hotfix update. Sit down, Dada. Good morning. Good morning, bro. Yeah, so it was like a hotfix. So you're not gonna get a restart type of thing. You're just gonna it's gonna start up. Remember how we used to see the ball in the middle of the screen and it have like a circle going around it for loading? Well, that's similar to what we should have seen. James Harden Hopstat and Kyrie Irving step back. Max Knight said, like I told you, Deadeye, bro. People are still using blinders. I think I did equip Deadeye though. They still need to leave defense alone. People need to adjust. Facts. Tell them again, Chucho. People need to adjust. It wasn't even that bad. How am I going out there with Silver Unpluckable and playing for hours and not even getting stripped once? Only getting stripped on a double team. Like, you know, and it's not even a clean strip. It's just not the way I'm stripping players. I'm like really poking that ball loose. And they weren't doing that to me. And I only have a 90 ball handle with Silver Unpluckable on. What up, Jason? It was good. The Deadeye badge and sniper combo makes you hit contested whites or full bars. Hit about 5 fake fully contested threes. Nice. Yeah, so I gotta try. Damn, it's chilly in here. I gotta try that myself. Leave defense alone. Tell him again, Gasson. Leave the defense alone. Dudes just want to run around like 2K21. Yeah, that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. And oh, my player is looking like a nuisance out there. They see play shot and they're like, no defense. Negative, Kochi. That is not going down. Man, I got so many steals yesterday when I was playing. It was like, oh, wow. I know they're dribbling on me because one, I'm 6'2", and they don't expect you to have a high steal with a play shot. So they try and dribble on me, and second they try to go that misdirection force on the one side, they come back to me, poke. We gotta play like 2K19, pass the ball before the defender comes close. We've been saying that, man. Huge changes, man. As soon as we get 100 in here, I will go into explain these changes, and we could review everything that they put out. What up, Southern Swiss? I tweeted you. Did you see Brute last YouTube video? That was me with the Xbox shutting off. I've been unable to play 2K for 2 weeks without my console shutting off. That's unfortunate. I haven't seen the video though. No. Unpluckable got a buff. Yes, Unpluckable gets a buff. Is it time for clamps? Haven't worked since 2K20. I played 2 rec games with 10 plus steals. Park 6 plus steals. What up, Emo? What up, 20? What's good, y'all? Super mode. I made God Mill Steph Curry build is crazy. Nice. Cordell. What up, Emo? T Buckets, what's goody? G Scarface, what up? What's goody, y'all? Yeah, the rec shuts my PS5 down. I don't know what's that about. What could that be about? I got finessed with the gym rat. Bye bye, elite contact dunk. I don't know what happened. Why'd you get finessed? How trashy build is. Alright, we're not gonna talk about how trashy the build is, but since I got the penthouse, I'm making a player to grind for 40. That's what's up. That's good to hear, Rec. Yeah, they were going in on your build yesterday. Damn, I missed some comments there. What up, Chef? Brandon was good. Yeah, I just put on the Hustler badge. Shout out to Brother Jones. I just put on the Hustler badge and I noticed a difference yesterday as well. I can't get it at a super high level, but it was worth equipping. I got it on silver right now. Illegal screens need to be called more. These play shots get away to sniper whites. I don't think we want to even fall. What up, Manuel Garcia? I don't even want to fall back into illegal screens. If you start telling 2K to increase illegal screens, it gets to a point where it's just like, hold on, homie. Like, we had a year where I think it was 2K19, maybe even 2K20, where there wasn't even illegal screens. It was just calling illegal screens on a whim. So I'd rather leave it and play help defense. Bro, it took me so long. What adventures? Become a starter. Didn't want to throw these trade rumors, so I'm definitely gonna leave and play at a different team. Yeah, I just got moved over to the Lakers. Well, I'm at the All-Star right now. 100 people in the stream, so silver unpluckable good now. Well, I got it on silver and I have a 90 ball handle and I've been good out there. So the Hustler badge, Brother Jones dropped a video on the Hustler badge and it says like 50-50. When the ball gets loose is where you're supposed to, you know, really shine and get like a speed boost. So Brother Jones did a video on it and I tested it out yesterday for a few hours and I noticed a huge difference in my steals. And you know how when you poke the ball loose, you get some little delayed animation. Well, when you put the Hustler badge on, it actually gives you a speed boost to the rock. So when you poke that ball loose, it's gonna come, like you're more than likely gonna get it. Not only that, on any loose ball, whether it's like a ball coming off the rim after a shot, you know, your speed is gonna go right to it. So big man bills that are like out there hustling for rebounds, Hustler will probably help you out as well. 10 steals, give excuses. Sorry, defense player. I like the buff. Not getting 10 steals. They're not getting league leaders in the steals. Well, I'm not getting 10 steals in a game. Maybe in a rec game, possibly. But, you know, it's the same, like, half of y'all shooters out there ain't going to be hitting half of y'all shots if you're talking about NBA stuff. Half of the shots these shooters take out there shouldn't even be going in. They shouldn't have been going in for years. So finally we get a year where defense is relevant. And it's like, nah, y'all shouldn't get 10 steals. You shouldn't have had 30 points. You know, that's how I be seeing it sometimes. It's like these boys out here shouldn't have even... That boy right there with his shooting IQ should not have no 30 points. Well, I think it goes both ways. If you want to talk about buffing or nerfing steals, then we got to talk about nerfing shooters and make shooting way more difficult then. And I know nobody want to see that happen. So too many whites getting green animations. Well, whites can't get green animations. The green animation is an excellent release. And you guys gotta remember as well that some of these badges help you to get those green animations, so it's an investment on the player's part. You know, if you get 18 shooting badges, so I got 32 shooting badges, and I still feel like I wish I could get more. And it's like, if you got 18 shooting badges because you wanted to increase your finishing and you wanted to increase your defense and your playmaking, and you only got 18, you're gonna feel those limitations. You're gonna have to be a spot-up shooter. You can't create a shot. Things like this. So, you know, it goes both ways. I think that's why I think the game is so balanced. You know what I mean? It's just a fair balance. Shooters could shoot, defenders could defend. Do you guys see this? What we're seeing in the stream here? Like the homies in the stream, shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. But the homies in the stream here are saying, we need to nerf these whites. Too many whites are going in. And in the same instance, people are saying defenders are getting too many steals and bigs are getting too many contests. It's just like, it goes to show me that there's balance. There is balance in the game because people feel so differently. Some feel that shooters can shoot. Shooters won't be able to shoot or work around screens if steals were extremely overpowered. They wouldn't have had the opportunity to shoot if steals were extremely overpowered. So, you know, I think it's a fair balance. You know what I'm saying? It's a fair balance. And defender's going to be able to defend this year. Hopefully, I haven't checked the gameplay. There's a balance, aka there's a skill gap. Bro, leave the gameplay alone. Facts, leave the gameplay alone. Let's get into what Mike Wang said. Get into the news tracker. We're trying to be extra careful to keep our day one gameplay balance intact as best we can. So these are pretty conservative badge tweaks. Please keep the feedback coming. A minor badge balancing update will go live for current and new gen tomorrow, which is today, and containing the following: a slight reduction in the effectiveness of the mismatch expert badge and blinders badge. The balance is real. I be getting ripped if I'm dribbling in front of someone, but going down the court and someone coming up from behind me. Yeah, that is a little crazy. I ain't gonna front wins, but it depends on your ball handle because that doesn't happen to me. So here we go. Mismatch expert. Let's talk about that. That's the first one that's getting nerfed. A slight reduction in the effectiveness of mismatch expert. If you guys don't know, with the mismatch expert badge, if your defender is 4 inches taller than you, you receive an 8% boost to your shooting. If the player is 7 inches taller than you and you shooting, that's your defender, you're shooting against a player 7 inches taller than you, then you can get up to a 15% increase to your shooting. If a player is more than 10 inches taller than you, and this is where badges like the Fade Ace badge would have come in handy before this this nerf, you could go into the post against a center build or force a switch of your defenders and then go into like a post and use Fade Ace, and you're getting up to a 19% increase if a defender's 10 inches taller than you. So pretty wild. I'm glad they considered a slight nerf to the mismatch expert badge. Blinders, I wonder if people are going to be hurt, but some of the people came into the stream already talking about people are still shooting crazy. So like Mike Wang, it was a pretty conservative badge tweak. If people are still shooting out there. Increased effectiveness to the unpluckable badge. You know, a lot of players and a lot of people in the community felt that the unpluckable badge was irrelevant. And considering I had it on silver and I was doing fine, I think I'm going to leave it on silver with this buff. I'm looking forward to seeing what the gameplay is like out there. If you guys are running right now, please let me know. They love patching ish, so you have to drop another build to make a new build. Facts. Facts, Don. Blinders didn't need a nerf. I don't really think, you know, me shooting out there, especially like I'm trying to learn 2K22, and I feel like I've been shooting really well or fairly decent, but when a player is contesting me, like if they even like maybe even 2 steps, I feel like I can't stop and pop. Although I have seen players do it, I have noticed that it's more difficult for me to hit my shots. If I'm wide open, bang, it's almost always going in with a 93 ball and all my badges with Sniper and Hall of Fame. You know, and that's what I like about the balance this year. You know, this year the balance was good. And that's what Heck said. I haven't seen a lot of contested threes as well. And I got a 6'2" player. You know, I got a 6'2" player defending out there. And if I'm just a little close, it's tough for them. They're not greening. It's not like any other year that we've seen. I haven't even seen a 2K like this. Is closer to what I'm used to when playing 2K. But this year, it seems the most balanced I ever seen. There was always years where you had a playmaker going insane, dribbling like crazy and pulling up right next to you, where you feel like that should have been a contest. This year, I feel the balance. Yeah, mismatch expert is OP, but they nerfed it. I feel the balance. Appreciate it, Max Win. Appreciate the sub. What up, Cuba Face? I've hit plenty of contested threes, but nothing alarming. Yeah, I haven't seen. I haven't noticed anything alarming either. They need to buff perimeter defense. No way. Perimeter defense is beautiful. I don't know, man. I don't know what game y'all playing out there. What's your perimeter defense on? Perimeter defense is amazing to me. I have a 90 perimeter defense, and my player moves fluidly. I love what I'm seeing out there. There isn't much sliding. He could keep up. Clamps is activating. It just feels good to be a defender. I'm bad at the game because I'm just bad. That's not the game's play's fault. That's facts, yeah. That's facts. What's good, finisher real? It's not even skill. It's people spamming all game long. People, it's facts. People do spam. It's facts. You see it out there. But listen, it's hard to say because I've been playing, right? So, and I've been hitting the old gym. There's no squads, right? And I'm looking to see what the community is out there doing, especially coming from 2K21. And a lot of people that are trying to spam, it really only takes one dribble move and you're gone. And if you have a screen setter there, that's a GG, easy shot. So maybe people are playing different modes where they're running into super highly competitive players. And maybe I haven't experienced it as much as you guys. Minor tweaks should only be used when patching gameplay, nothing drastic. Big facts. I feel the same way. Minor tweaks is all we should see. I don't mind the buff to Unpluckable though, especially at goals, since people can't get Hall of Fame unless they're Muggsy Bogues. Facts. You have to be super small. What is it, 5'9" to get to that Hall of Fame? What player runs back and forth? You know, the back and forth, I got to say, man, this back and forth stuff, I haven't seen it to be an issue. It's more like what I'm used to in 2K, but good defenders, and I'm sure and King is a good defender. Was that King Heaven? He's a good defender. We already know how he plays, how he gets down. But you need a good team with you. Because the back and forth, that is really nothing. You force the team to take twos. If anything, they're gonna get the two on the roll. But that 3-point shot not going up against a good team. It's just not going up. You're playing one side of that screen. That man is sitting on the screen for no reason. They're getting twos. We shooting threes is GG. So, you know, this is something that we're used to playing. It's a numbers game, pretty much by play style. And that back and forth, I play out to one side, keep pushing him. I don't even let him come back my way, or at least not want him to come back my way. There are some goated, don't get me wrong, there are some goated ball handlers out there that can make it happen. But so far from what I've seen, that back and forth hasn't been as much of a nuisance. It's annoying to see it, especially for somebody that doesn't know how to do it effectively. It's just annoying. It's like, damn, what YouTube video you watched, bro? You literally going back and forth within. I keep cutting, like I will keep bringing him closer to one side, and he'll go back in. So he'll start out with 10 feet to go back and forth with. I'll narrow it down to 8 feet. He'll go back and forth within that 8 feet, and then I'll narrow it down to 5 feet, then 3 feet, and he'll continue to try and go back. It's so wild. People are so like, they just so conditioned to do back and forth. 99 ball handling. Appreciate the follow, Vegeta SS3. the back and forth. I see a lot of defenders chasing rather than cut off direction. Facts, yeah. Don't overcommit. Cut off the direction. Force them to shoot far. City, they're kicking me out of my career in rec. They didn't buff or nerf that. You absolutely need a full squad in rec. If you play with randoms, I won't even. That's not even a thought. I'm not even trying to go into the rec center with randoms. It's not going down. Who on Xbox on current gen need a big? If you need a big, try joining our Discord. The link for Discord is pinned. Mama said. We have players on Xbox in there. What up, Curtis? Appreciate the follow, Tech. So yeah, man, huge news from Mike Wang. If you guys are just tuning in and you want me to pull up the changes, let me know. I'll pull up the changes. We have them in our news tracker here. When we go into our news tracker, those are the changes there. I can leave it up on screen if you haven't seen it yet. Latency is still, well, all right, so buzz this. Yesterday, matter of fact, let me go back into the talk real quick. Yesterday, I was in a 3v3, right? So I was playing for a few hours and shooting lights out. I felt really good. And then just one game to the next, literally one game to the next. I didn't feel like I was lagging. I didn't feel latency. But when I went to shoot the rock consistently in this one game, everything was red bar late. I said, what the hell just happened here? What just happened? The joint just literally shut off. Everything just went late as if they were doing a hotfix right then and there. I said, oh no. So that was the first time that I experienced that. And like I said, I was playing for hours and it just snapped right off. Appreciate the follow, Quay. There's nothing wrong with Interceptor. It's the plucking that's an issue. Yeah, Interceptor has been good, bro. I swear IQ players has dropped off a lot. I have played, there's at least one, if not two players trying to sell the bag. Yeah, we always get this. What's up with these movements, man? I was playing against the spacing. I'm going to make a video on spacing because there's a lot of players out there that, oh my God. Man, they are just clueless. I'm thinking last night, I saved the clip too of this guy literally run. I showed my wife and she said, what is he doing? And my wife is not even, she don't even understand basketball like that. But he's literally, I'm at the top of the key and I just stood there standing still the whole 24 seconds with the ball in my hand just to see how long he was going to run back and forth behind me. I said, this man spent the whole 24 seconds literally running back and forth behind me. I'm at the top of the key. This man is running back and forth behind me. If I go right, there's going to be two defenders there. If I go left, there's going to be two defenders there. This idiot is running back and forth behind me. Spacing is crucial. You guys need to understand that if you don't. Jesus. Laker fan up in here. What up, Laker fan? What up, Laker fan? Appreciate you coming through, man. I've been watching your videos and watching how you breaking down this gameplay. What you're doing with your player out there is amazing. Shout out to your point guards too. Your point guards do a great job, and it definitely takes a build like yours. Like with a build like yours, although I know you could do your thing alone, oh, having a good point guard just makes it so much better. So much better. Yeah. It's little kids. It's possible that it's little kids. It's possible. I ain't gonna front, but some of these dudes, some of these little kids be having grown voices when they get on the mic. They sound like they're a good 45. And it's that they smoke for like 25 years. Like they got a goatee. Some of these little kids running back and forth. He says someone upset me. Yeah, it's facts. I just had to stay. I was in utter shock. I'm literally just standing at the top of the key watching this man circle back and forth. Oh, such a nightmare. But in the park, I usually get on my slashing playmaker and stop all point guards. It's a grown kid, damn well. Yeah, Laker fan be dropping heat. Yes, indeed. Don't worry. I've done 3 years of backseat coaching to get there with my guards, though. I hear that, Laker fan. Yeah, it's awesome, man, when you get that level of chemistry. And you know, a lot of things. If you guys put it like this, man, because I think there's some that comes natural for me and players like Laker fan, because I've been running the center position for a long time. Another issue, especially for people that are setting screens, and there's some maybe I need to make a video on as well. If you just watch Laker fan, you'll know exactly, because Laker fan has always created like slashers and people that are gonna be quick to cut in. They're not gonna be held up. You're not gonna have a slow roll on a pick and roll. Oftentimes you're gonna decide on your role. If you're setting the screen, you're gonna decide on your role dependent upon where the other defender is. If that defender is in the paint in front of you setting the screen, then it makes no sense to roll, because the second you roll, you're gonna get hit a defender. But when that defender, because your point guard is good, and shout out to, I think it's Kitchen that you run with, Laker fan. He has a small guard, so he's really fast. So he's gonna be able to go left, right really quick. The second he goes right and that defender hedges up, even when momentum is coming up to pick up, that's when the roll happens. You don't even need to hold the screen. You don't even need to hit the screen. Like, you don't even need to get somebody to hit the screen. The second that defender comes up, the roller should roll. It's definitely something that we got to make a video on, so that players can understand that stuff. It's really just a matter of that defender there, where that defender positions himself, and bam, you're gone. You're reading two people at all times, no doubt, and your point guard should be as well. Facts. Two people at all times, best way to put it. 322. Appreciate y'all coming through. Mike Wang says shot selection matters this year. Shot selection does matter. Lateral movement from the point guard helps a ton, and more windows to force them to think is urgent to switch to better. And that's when I saw it. When I saw your small point guard, I said, "Oh man, GG." You know, small point guards is not for everybody, but if you have that IQ, oh my God, running with a player like Laker fan, GG. Fast cutter to the paint, and the defense got to make a decision. That's tough. So yes, fun times, man. Fun times. Go check out the Laker fan build. Go check out the Laker fans channel. He'll definitely get you right. Super dope. I'm thinking of making a video on spacing, thinking of making a video on the rollers, the pick and roll, how to get the pick and roll going properly. That'd be super dope if I could make that happen. I have a 7-3 versatile paint piece. I've been seeing a lot of 7-3. Well, I've been seeing a lot of versatile paint piece. I'm out here guarding all three positions every game. Why? Slippery off ball on gold and Hall of Fame help you with the pick and roll. Good to know, Mr. Perfect. I'm hella interested in slippery off ball, so I definitely want to get that. A Laker fan said, "Dude, it's beautiful too, because I line up at the 2, so most times they're playing size since the big isn't in the pick and roll defense." Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. I know it. I mean, I know it. I made your build a few times over already. So, and I would run with good point guards. So I know the feeling. I get it. Yeah, it's just super dope. And it's almost flawless. What makes it flawless for you guys, Laker fan, is having that 6'6" and having the interior defense this year that we have with those chase down blocks. So this year just makes it even that much more beautiful, because the speed of a 6'6" and then being able to finish like that is insane. And then on defense, you're not a liability. You could come and get them chase down blocks, and you're fast enough to get back into the paint. GG's. I mean, it's a beautiful thing to see. It's something that I'm sure a lot of us have been wanting to see. Players like myself, players like you have been wanting to see in 2K. We got close to it in 2K20 and 2K19, but this year it takes the cake. It's it. Bud, appreciate the follow. G, what up, G? Play Glass are coming back. Book it. Yeah, I seen a Play Glass. B1 Santana, appreciate the sub. I have a 7'3" pure post guard, 290. Post scorers are all right out there. I gotta say, I've seen perfect balance this year. Good morning, Black Guy. Good morning. Happy Friday. Yeah, bro. It's like a dream roll for me. I don't know why I've been hesitant to make a build like this till this year. It ain't even no thing. It wasn't an option. Like last year, it wasn't even really an option like that. This is the year. Everything came together this year. Perfect for a build like this. You know, one of my most fun builds was a paint piece and a glass cleaning finisher. The finisher build as well, the Laker fan finisher build. These are fun builds that I've had. Probably the most fun that I've had playing the game and running that pick and roll with a good point guard. And this year is going to be a year to make it happen all the more, and you're not going to be a liability nowhere. So where people think they'll play the 3 game because you're taking 2s, your speed at 6'6" or creating a 6'6" defender will eliminate the 3 game, and the chase down blocks will eliminate the drive. So I mean, it's just beautiful. It comes together beautiful. No standing dunks. Standing dunks are all right. You know, standing dunks, I've seen players out there getting their standing dunk, but it's still, I think they need to work that standing dunk a little better. There's a true lack of contact standing dunks. There is, Nicholas. There is. You know, it is better. I've seen some animations since I've been playing, some animations that are like, all right, they did something with the standing dunks, but there needs to be more. Especially if you have like a 7-3 out there, your standing dunk should, if you have a 7-3 heavy player, like if you make like a Shaq build or something like that, then you should notice like your standing dunk powerful, especially if there's a guard. You got mouse in the house. I don't know why mouse in the house is a badge, but yeah, standing dunks have always been trouble. Ronnie 2K just tweeted. All right, let's check out what Ronnie 2K just said. Appreciate y'all letting me know. Yeah, he tweeted the same thing. He tweeted the same thing that we've been reviewing. If you guys are just tuning in, these are the changes for today's hotfix update. It says we're trying to be extra careful to keep our day 1 gameplay in balance, or our gameplay balance intact. So it says we're trying to be extra careful to keep our day 1 gameplay balance intact as best we can. So these are pretty conservative badge tweaks. Please keep the feedback coming. A minor badge balancing update will go live for current and new gen tomorrow, and that's in reference to today because this tweet was sent out yesterday. And it says a slight reduction in the effectiveness of the mismatch expert badge and the blinders badge. Mismatch expert, from what 2K Labs gave you a huge boost to your shooting if the defender was 4 inches or taller. And there were tiers, 4 inches, 7 inches, and 10 inches taller. And within these tiers, it would go up from 8% to 15% to 19% boost. And they also increased the effectiveness of the unpluckable badge. So a lot of players are already saying that they haven't noticed much changes. You guys let me know what you see out there, but that's the changes for today. What up, DMV? What's good? May God continue to bless you and your family. I appreciate all the blessings, DMV. Thank you. Thank you. Damn, I almost put the mic. I almost swallowed that mic. Top of the AM. J Dot, what up? Appreciate the love from Vegas, man. Yeah, standing dunks, you know. What up, Millie? Brian Lowe's. They had to nerf the amount of whites. You guys I keep seeing that nerf to whites. You got players out there that are investing shooting badge points to make sure that they hit. Remember, a white is a full bar. Why do we want to see full bars missing? If I have a 93 ball, I'm wide open, I take my shot, and I got 32 shooting badges, I better hit those whites. Like, I want to see those whites. It is beautiful this year to me. And I'm not even primarily a shooter. If I had a preference, I would mainly run with a build like Laker fans build. That would be like my priority build. I won't have no shooting. I defense and driving the paint, pick and rolls. That's more fun to me. I'm happy this year with the shooting, man. I want to hit those whites because I invested so many badge points into making sure I hit those whites full bars. He said, I love whites. Yeah. Because non-skilled players making all their whites and they don't be greening. The fact, all right, peep this. The fact that non-skilled players are making whites is because there's no defense covering that shot in the first place. It's not, I haven't seen a huge amount of contested shots going in. And what I mean to say by that, in previous years of 2K, it was way worse than this. So now you just get a slight contest and the Menace badge kicks in and bam, we're getting a good amount of contests, even from 2 feet, you know, 2 steps behind or 2 steps away, you're getting a decent contest. The mans should not be open in the first place. And that, you know, sometimes you get screened, you get hit with a screen, your teammate doesn't pick up or slide over, switch. There's no rotation there. The man gets wide open shot. I noticed a difference as well that from farther out, if you're at the 3-point line, you hit your full whites. But if you don't got like limitless spot up, you're not hitting your full white. And that, you remember, is catch and shoot situations. So there's no badge to help you shoot from further out, not just yet. And there's so many like there's so much criteria to use the chef badge. So at further out, if it's contested, it's almost not gonna go in each time. Some whites are borderline green. Yeah, it's facts. That's how I feel. I mean, I know to each their own. We all, you know, we're just creating dialogue. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying that's how I feel about the game. Yeah. Play better defense. If dudes are wide open, then the homie McKenna says, play better defense. If dudes are wide open and we're not getting full bars, then yeah, it should go in. People can't seem to get that. They're good slightly early, slightly late, and bad ones. Yeah, if you close, facts. Because I don't green every single time, I don't mean that doesn't have skill. Yeah. My play shot is defense oriented, and I notice as long as I spam X, he's still in front of the defender for the most part. That's what Abdullah said. If we ever go back to 2K21 current gen shooting, I will not play 2K. Facts. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to even think. 2K21 will never be loaded on my system again. I don't want to ever get a game that even closely resembles, even minutely resembles 2K21. Open shots are key this year. Tell him again, Josh. I get it. People have opinions. It's not to gang up. People have opinions. They wanna see a different game, but we got to keep in mind that a lot of players have formed their opinion solely from the gameplay on 2K21. A lot of players that were goated on 2K21 were. I'm not saying this for the majority of y'all. I'm just saying there is a lot of players that were goated on 2K21 and never were good at 2K ever. But they were goated at 2K21. And then now we're in 2K22 and that's all said and done. And now it takes skill to shoot. Now it takes IQ to get open and make sure you're pulling an open shot and not dribble in front of your defender, like right in front of your defender, pull off 3 dribble moves. I think they get strips. It's so different, and I appreciate the differences. Why not, G? Appreciate the follow. How much does Menace badge help? How much do the stats drop when it's on Hall of Fame? So we don't have a clear, hopefully 2K Labs could help clear that up for us, and I think they can. I think they might be able to, considering the way that they run tests, because we're trying to figure out how much attributes do the Menace badge actually drop. I want to say there hasn't been confirmation on this, but I want to say it drops 1 attribute per badge level. So if you got it on Hall of Fame, you will drop 4 badge points on the person you're defending. Not badge points, excuse me, 4 attribute points. So we don't know yet. It hasn't been confirmed. You know, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Appreciate the sub, Bussin'. Real Sliders, appreciate your follow. Most of the time, guards are wide open on shot covers, so I'm not mad at Wise. Me neither. It should be a GG. Facts. Tell me if I'm not mistaken. You should know that shot is going to go in. When you start the game, you're playing against a play shot. You're playing against a play shot. If that man wraps around a screen and he gets open any which way along the perimeter, if you're not within a close proximity, you should know that ball is going. Like, you should already tell yourself, damn, I messed up. Damn, if he misses this shot, he's terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my thought process. Damn, I messed up. Just like if you had a stretch out there. Damn, I messed up. I let him get open. That's supposed to be the outlook right now. 2K21 was a little like, oh boy, that's a YouTuber that spam dribble moves and throws up prayers. Yeah. That's facts, D. Cole. That's facts, D. Cole. You ain't lying. Yeah, I love 2K2's badge analysis, man. Always helpful. 390 in the chat. So if you guys are just tuning in again, we're here to talk about the changes and tweaks made to some pretty popular badges. Mike Wang sent out this tweet saying there's a slight reduction in the effectiveness of the mismatch expert badge, which was OP, and the blinders badge, which a lot of shooters consider OP. And they also increased the effectiveness of the unpluckable badge. But Mike Wang did go on to say they're doing their best to keep the gameplay balance from day one intact. So these are pretty conservative badge tweaks. We shouldn't see a huge difference, but there were some badge tweaks. So when you guys get out there today, you might see some differences, but we'll see how that ends up working out. And defense is absolute discipline. Yeah, the patch was for both gens. The hotfix was for current and next gen. So, how's Unpluckable? Well, yeah, I'm curious to see how's Unpluckable. What up, that boy Turn? What's good? What up? What up? Appreciate you coming through. Still no my career info. I'm still stuck on Kendra Perkins' quest. Oh man, what's going on, Blizz Gang? Have you deleted and reinstalled? They need to fix paint defense and current gen. They're still spamming and getting the steal out there. What's your ball handle, man? Trust me. All right, I'll put it like this. I have a 90 ball handle and I have silver unpluckable. I could play the whole day. Just like yesterday, I played a good amount of hours yesterday. I got stripped once in a double team. When I tried to split the defender, I tried to go through two defenders and they double teamed me. I ended up getting the ball poked loose. I'm not even the best ball handler. How are y'all getting stripped out there? If you got less than a 90, you shouldn't be dribbling like crazy. That's how I see it. I see it like that. If you got more than a 90 and you're getting stripped out there, then there's something that you're doing wrong. I ain't gonna front. You might come across particular games where they'll strip you, but if I know I have a lockdown, I'm pushing that rock and taking my lockdown to the corner. I'm not trying to stay dribbling against the lockdown. You're making a pure red now, and that's gonna force adjustments. Yeah, it wasn't you getting ripped. Oh, all right, it wasn't you getting ripped. I see. What's good, Kenyon Lee? Twitch plug defense is too. Damn, I didn't see that. How's blinders? Yeah, I'm curious to see how's blinders as well, but they have nerfed the blinders badge along with the mismatch expert badge. 398 pulling up on 400 viewers in the chat. It's a compound thing. Sniper plus catch and shoot. Hot zones with other badges, and they time it well, but not perfect. It's highly likely they'll make the shot if you leave them open. Stop cheating so far. Facts. It's Jeffrey perfect. It is a compound thing. You got players that got their hot zones. You got players that invested their badge points or created a build that was primarily for shooting to hit these shots. So yeah, I get it. I get it. I run to perm locks with my play shot. I got a 98 steal on my lock. Don't dribble if you ain't trying to get picked. I'm not trying to dribble. Hey, people, the second that I see a dude poke the ball loose from me, my instinct, like, it just instantly says, that's a lock. Pass that rock. Like, instantly, man. I'm not trying to battle him out. I know steals are relevant this year. And if he got a lock, he got a high amount of steal. And then now there's so much build diversity out there. You don't even need to make a pure lock in order to have a high amount of steal. I have a 90 steal on my player. I'm poking the ball loose almost all the time. The second that they do the left, right, and I play him on one side, bam. Joint is getting poked. Each game, I'm getting a couple steals. At least one steal. At least I'm going to poke the ball loose. And I don't know if that's a testament to my skills, my attributes, or because I'm not spamming out there, hit it at the right time, or it's just players can't adjust. Players don't seem to be. We've adjusted. We've done this before. We've had 2K19 lockdowns. So we've done this before, y'all. 2K19 lockdowns were a complete nuisance. And players adjusted, man. There was still hella aggressive point guards out there. Any mentions of touching the blocks and limitless takeoff? No mentions of touching blocks or limitless takeoff. He did mention, what up, Lamont's Life? What's good? 95 dunk is open. Yeah, no mention of touching that yet. And like Mike Wang said, these are pretty conservative badge tweaks, y'all. 400, big 400, 499 from No Limits says, I just made hold on, let me see if I could pull that up. Hold on. Did it just flash? Where's my all right. I just made a 6'5" lock yesterday with 99 perimeter D, steal and max speed, just to annoy guards. Go crazy, No Limits. Facts. Appreciate the 499 super chat. I had 7 steals yesterday's game. It's just smart. Switch plug. Nah, passing lane steals and wreck is frustrating. And do you guys know, for the people who are complaining about passing lane steals, and I think they probably would. I don't think passing lane steals are OP, but I haven't invested much time in rec this year. Bullet passer will increase your passing speed 7% per badge level. Bronze, additional 7%. Silver, bronze 7%. Silver, additional 7%. 21% at gold. 28% at Hall of Fame. So if you guys want those increase, you got to invest in passing badges. Not saying that you're not, but these are badges that are really going to help you out there. Not to say that that's going to only do the job. We can't pass like before. Sometimes we're going to have to do a pass to a pass. You're not going to pass across court anymore. And hopefully that you can't pass across court in the NBA. It's a pass to another pass. So, you know, not to say that everything is realistic, but I'm just happy to see defense is relevant, because we can do better on offense. Trust me, we can do better on offense. We got to let go of the arcadey mentality. Get into more of, like, I think there's more relevance to like our IRL basketball. And IRL basketball, you can't pass across court. Not in a 5v5 game. Maybe on 3v3 in the park or something like that, you could pass across court, but not in a 5v5 game with hella good defenders out there. These dudes thinking they can make these 70 pass rating builds, and they, yeah, you know, I ain't gonna lie, those lanes are dangerous. I believe it. You know, I'm thinking of 2K19. You know, 2K19, we come across teams that will get 10 steals within the first quarter. It's like, what in the world? So I believe it, man. Yeah, bullet passer Hall of Fame. It increases your passing speed. They haven't done a test on needle threader yet, but the second they do, I could only imagine what needle threader is doing with bullet passer. Hey, appreciate you, Lamont. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for watching. IRL basketball is what I want. No cheese. Everyone needs to be a defender this year. Gotta invest in some playmaking. Yeah, my player doesn't even have a high. That's what's wild, is that I'm not seeing none of this, and I don't have my attributes super high. Mind you, I haven't gone into rec or try to run pro am. I mean, try to run rec with my player, point guard with my player in the rec center. So I can't really attest to this. Oh, I've been playing a lot of 3v3s, but even in 3v3, I don't notice this crazy amount of passing lane steals. I don't notice crazy amount of poking the ball loose. I notice that I'm doing that. I notice I'm getting into these passing lanes and I'm getting a lot of steals, but that's with a play shot. So I'm like, what are people complaining about? You play with IQ. People forget your player is only as good as the person on the... Yeah, it's true. The player is only as good as the person on the sticks. And you got a lot of players coming from 2K21. This hella disappointed 2K21 players. Hella disappointed. I'm not knocking y'all, man. I'm not knocking y'all. I'm just trying to explain to y'all that the homies that are disappointed, we've already been here. We've had 2K19. 2K20 was just a little lighter than 2K19. But we had a game where defense was relevant. We've been here before, y'all. And the offense adjusted. That's what I'm trying to say. More so than anything, the offense adjusted and made things happen on offense. There was still hella OP play shots out there. Going crazy. Hella missed free throws in the rec. Yeah, I'm going to be one of those players missing free throw. I put like a 50-some free throw on the player that I have. I still could hit. But I know I'm going to be missing. I'm not going to be shooting like 100% free throw. If you get trapped, have your teammates come to the ball instead of sitting in like a cone. Facts, they stay out there. One, why is the person in the corner or not like putting himself in the most ideal position to get a good open pass and finish? Whether that's like shooting, taking your shot, or driving into the paint. But too often what I'm seeing is that, you know, point guard will put himself in a position to get trapped, and the one that's helping on the trap could still get back to your teammate in the corner because your teammate didn't see the distance to be able to consider a drive maybe, or put himself in a position where his defender can't play two people at the same time. I see that happen often as well. People complaining about defense, but the dribble cheese and back and forth is cool all day. If you're gonna complain about one, you have to speak on the other one. Telling it like it is. They playing like they on 2K21. 2K needs to fix the slide. I haven't noticed much slide, Realm God. Are you on current gen? I was just talking about that earlier, that I love that my player isn't sliding, but I do have a high amount of perimeter defense. My perimeter defense is at a 90. We shouldn't have to been here. Like, come on, the game's cool. I need the swipe spam chill. I'm gonna need these moving screen calls. Facts. Most people cannot play 2K22. They forget just because you have 25 points and a team grade F, you wonder why you lost by 25. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Launch a 3, rinse and repeat. Oh, $5 donated through Super Chat. From King Shadow. Don't know if you tried it, but if you know your free throw, you have a decent rating. Turning the meter off has been amazing in my experience. Yeah, I appreciate it. I actually just started trying with the meter off. I appreciate that, King Shadow. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Shout out to King Shadow with the big $5 super chat. Yeah, I noticed that without the I thought it was going to be more difficult when I took it completely off, because I had changed my the shot meter to free throw only, and I was still missing some free throws. But when I took it off completely, it seemed easier. So you guys may want to consider that as well. Still getting bad lag, getting kicked in games. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. I am that I am. Sam, I am. You have interesting points. Appreciate you, ends. Thank you, man. Facts, Ken. Mr. Savory, I just got Hotfix on PS5. Yeah, we all got Hotfix, man. So the Hotfix, if you guys are just tuning in, the hotfix is up on the screen right now. Mike Wang sent out a tweet saying that there's going to be a reduction in the effectiveness. So there's a nerf to the mismatch expert badge and blinders, and the unpluckable badge has received increase in its effectiveness. So the unpluckable badge just got buffed, and we're gonna play a little later to see what these changes were. I'll go live again. This is why I started an early live stream, so I could go live again later and we could talk some more about the changes during the gameplay. Big $2 super chat from Jamil the King. Do you put defensive assist to 50 or no? All right, so I made a video on defensive assists. Yeah, we're talking about the defensive assist strength setting. I've already played the game for quite a while, right? And although I hadn't checked my defensive assist prior to this, I felt like defense was amazing for me. Like, I really have no complaints about my defense. 90 perimeter defense, 90 steal on a 6'2" play shot. And I'm able to stay in front of my defender. Everything feels good. No sliding. I'm getting a bunch of poke ball loose. I'm getting in passing lanes. I feel great. When I check my defensive settings, which I normally in any previous version of 2K, I would have had maybe, if not completely off, I would put it to 15 to 20, somewhere between there, 15 to 20. But when I checked it, it was at 50. I say, if it ain't broke, I ain't fixing nothing. My joint is working good. I'm leaving it as is. I'm not going to try adjusting this and see, just because in previous versions I had it at this level. I'm leaving this joint alone till I need to change something. So if you guys are in a position to have to change something, then I recommend you either take it completely off or you put it somewhere between 15 and 20. A key factor to you not being able to stay in front of your opponent, one may have something to do with your speed and your lateral quickness, which is tied into your perimeter defensive attribute. So those are some things to consider. Also, your who to guard sometimes pulls you slightly in a particular direction. Especially if you have a high defensive assist, I imagine it's going to pull you even more towards your arrow when you're actually trying to go play help defense per se. And then you might see a slight tug to pull you towards your arrow. So take that into consideration, why some people take off their who to guard arrow. What up, Vegeta? What's good? VC is too expensive. I don't have enough VC to upgrade next gen build. You and a lot of other people, man. ZN, what up, ZN? Hidden patch for bigs is, yeah, almost impossible to steal the ball. They poke it free, but you pick it right back up. Shout out to Charles Elam. We was talking about the Hustler badge earlier today, and Brother Jones made a video on the Hustler badge. And I tried the Hustler badge for a few hours yesterday and noticed the tremendous difference, and I only had it on silver. When you poke that ball loose, your player gets like a little speed boost to the rock, instead of just, sometimes you poke the ball loose and you get this like slow motion animation. No longer exists when you have the Hustler badge equipped. You boost toward that rock, same to help with rebounds, and it's definitely going to be a big man's lifesaver. A Hustler badge, definitely some badge to check into. Helps me get through the workday. Appreciate you watching, Phantom. What up, Scriptures? There's many ways to play defense. You can trail a ball handler and tap LT when you get a hip right animation. Yep. Is the needle threader good? So I used the needle threader on bronze so far, and I used it to start throwing alley-oop. So when I was trying to get my playmaking badges in my career, I initially set up without, I initially started trying to get my playmaking badges and throwing alley-oops without bullet passer and without needle threader. So I was like throwing a lot of errant passes, even though it was a wide open alley-oop. They would just go out of bounds. So I ended up equipping bullet passer and needle threader on bronze and instantly notice a difference. It was like ASAP notice a difference that I was able to complete these alley-oops and throw them at will. Super easy, and it helped me get my playmaking badges. So yeah, there was a noticeable difference to those badges. I liked them. Special delivery is better for alleys than needle threader. Yeah, special delivery. I had special delivery on, so I meant to say that as well. I had special delivery on without needle threader and bullet passer, and I was throwing those errant passes. I had special delivery on bronze, and it just didn't work out. So I was throwing errant passes. I'm like, what's going on? I had special delivery on. What's happening? So I ended up switching it out to needle threader and bullet passer, and I mean, just like I was saying, an instant difference. Instant, you noticed it. All right, I am said needle threader is better than bullet passer. No, he said needle threader is better than bullet passer. Got you. I got you, man. Yeah, I'm even considering. I think with this new update, especially the needle threader bad is gonna be one of the most goated ones out there. I made almost 250k VC just playing my career and doing the quest. Gotta stop buying clothes, shoes, facts. What about the contest system? What's a yeah, stupid. Man, I was trying to keep a straight face. Must be a new badge in 2K23. What are some good shooting badges? Blinders for sure. Blinders for sure. So I think I got a good set of badges, which I'm not gonna touch because I was extremely happy with my shooting badges or my badge setup yesterday. I'm trying to think about. Matter of fact, we'll show them later because I don't want to just do any guesswork. I'll show them later. When we start our live stream later for gameplay, going over these changes to see how effective these changes actually are, I will pull up my badges so you guys can see, because I intend to stream a little later this afternoon. Chill, yo, he probably ain't English. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. He ain't English. That's why it wasn't even hard. English probably isn't his first language, I imagine. I could only imagine what it would be for me trying to spell or pronounce words in a different language. So it's all love. We just busting balls, busting chops. Well, for spot ups like me. Hey, what up, Natarzar? Notazar, maybe Notazar, or Naazar. One of those things. What's going on? I'm good. Hopefully you're good too. The fact you try to keep a straight face and say it's hilarious. Yeah, sometimes I could get away with it, but sometimes it's just too funny to me and I end up having a laugh. Sniper Hall of Fame and Blinders are the best. Yeah, Blinders just got nerfed. Not sure how badly. Yeah, so it seems like some conservative changes have been made. We're going to go back into talk. It seems like some conservative changes have been made to the Blinders and Mismatch Expert badges, along with a buff to the Unpluckable badge. It's 2K Friday Fundamentals. What up, Jim the Judge? Best defensive settings, bro, is it 50 or 20? The best defensive settings are going to be what you see that works defensively for you. So, like, I made a whole spiel about defensive settings that I spent about a good 10 minutes talking about. It's going to be like the best defensive settings for you. Mine's is at 50 because I didn't want to change what was already working for me. It was default was 50, but in previous versions of 2K, I would always lower or have to lower those defensive settings down to 15 or 20, if not take it off completely. So if you find yourself sliding, if you find yourself needing to change these defensive settings, then you might want to start at lowering it to 15 or 20, so that way you could have more control of your player and not have 2K. And we don't even know if 2K even uses this setting to take control anymore, because there's a whole new developer on defense now. So he may have even changed that idea. A two-way inside the arc score. I saw facts. Jamil King He said Jamil the King just said All City, look into the two-way inside the arc scorer small forward 610, great build, I made it. So facts, I played and we went on a win streak yesterday with a two-way inside the arc scorer. Great, it is a great build. It looks amazing, it plays amazing. He's out there, hella defense. He could shoot. He can't dribble much. He's not super fast, but the defense is insane. I played with one yesterday. You could tell he was new, and it was just the build was just that goated. So two-way inside the arc scorer was shooting. It doesn't seem like it's that bad, DJ Moo. It was some pretty conservative changes. So mismatch expert nerf. I'm not too mad at the mismatch expert nerf because I noticed that I don't even shoot when I have a defender close to me. So I might have even already took it off. I might have already taken off the mismatch expert badge. It was good to see that there was a nerf because I think I did take it off yesterday, and I'm only trying to shoot when I'm wide open because I noticed that I won it anyway. Yeah, Kai said I take off my defensive assist. Guard a good dribbler or slasher, one of you won a Hall of Fame difficulty. Leave him alone, All City. What up, 918? Sounds like a John Collins build. It was a super dope build. Appreciate the sub, James Wallace. I mean, it was a really good looking build, and there's a big in the park. So a big in 3v3, not the park, but in the 3v3 joint I was playing. And the way in which he moves, man, he don't move like he's a big. It doesn't look super fast, but he looks like he covers a lot of like area. So it was definitely a good looking build. I take the box out assistant off. I need to run my defense instead of 2K. Facts. Yep. Say anything about the servers not connecting? I haven't heard anything about it. Yeah, a lot of people want to take off their assists. We actually we have 396 in the chat. This must be 320 on YouTube, including my stamina city. I got one. What you got? Oh, you got one of those builds? Whack. Yeah, definitely a good build. So if you guys are interested in some of the changes that happened with today's hotfix, I got them up on screen for you guys to read now if you want. I just went into the news tracker so we could pull up the changes that they made. If you haven't seen them yet, you have so much more control. Yeah, this is what happens. What's going on is that 2K is trying to appreciate the follow, Lance. 2K is trying to maneuver your player into the most ideal position for you. And when 2K tries to maneuver your player and you end up moving in an opposite direction that 2K feels is most ideal for you, there seems that creates some like sliding effects. At least that's what it's done in the past. It just seems like you got more control. I haven't noticed the need for it this year. I can say that much. Trock Twitch, appreciate you on following, man. Is a W patch? Yeah, it's a W patch. Well, it's just a hotfix, so there's not like an official patch. I'm gonna retweet that just in case. Yeah, it's just a hotfix, so you're not gonna get like a download or anything like that. You'll just get like I don't know if you guys remember in last year's version, you get the ball in circles around the basketball. Well, that should be, I don't know what it is this year, but that should be what you guys see when you load up. Inside out facilitator, 6'1", inside out playmaker, and a 6'10" versatile paint beast. I'm looking for a big man build for next gen. I play guard on current gen. All right, so peep it. So yesterday we had a successful stream for rate my build. So we rated a bunch of builds. If you guys want to send me your build, just create a Twitter post, tweet out, and tag me in your tweet. And just make sure you send me the height, weight, wingspan, all the attributes, and your badges. We want to see what badges. So we did a rate my build series. We did part 1 yesterday. It was successful. We had fun. Everybody found some new and great builds. So for people that are in the market looking for builds, When we do this next rate my build series, which will probably more than likely be tomorrow, you guys could come on through to the live stream and be able to see some amazing builds. Because yesterday, like, we had some builds that were rated an 8.5 up to a 9 out of a 10. So and some people even rated 10 out of 10. So we got some great builds yesterday, some really interesting builds yesterday. And this year has a lot of build diversity, so definitely check out our Rate My Build series that we got going on. And send your builds in. Just remember, just tweet me. I need the attributes. So that attribute screen normally has the height, weight, and wingspan at the top right. I want the name of the build, so you can just type the name of the build if you want in your tweet. Tell me whether you play Park, Rec, or Pro, and what's the build primarily for, although we can't figure out what it's for just by looking at the attributes. But yeah, we'll end up rating it. We'll have the stream rated, and then I'll give a conclusion. We'll give our thoughts, and then move on to the next build. Hopefully all in the process helping you guys out there who are looking for builds find new builds to play with. I haven't seen any fixed Soul Shot. All right, Real Busy. Yeah, we'll be on it. Appreciate the follow, Miles. Clamps and Menace badge are two very different badges, but both are like equally important. So I would recommend putting them both. I got that 10-10 build. All right, yeah, send it over. Yeah, you sent me your build, but it was a video, and when I enlarged it, you got to send me the images. You just send me the images, Whack. It was a video. When I enlarged it, it was completely blurry, so I couldn't even show it on stream. Yep, rating builds to help the community find builds to make, and also just show us what you got, and we'll rate it. Let's see what y'all playing with out there, man. Definitely a different year, especially with how good defense is this year. Definitely a year that you guys want to showcase them builds. And we had some builds where they didn't nerf steals per se, but they buffed the unpluckable badge, Jordan. Yeah, send them on Twitter. So you're not going to direct message me. You're going to just create a tweet and you're going to @ me. You're going to tag me in that tweet. You're going to put your height, weight, wingspan, attributes, and badges in there. Just type in the name of the build. Tell me what you use it for. Bam, we good money. And I'll get the notification and pull them up on the live stream. I need some good images. Don't send me no bootleg images that, you know, if they look blurry or you got a mess or whatever, then they're going to roast you on streams. So make sure you got some good images. Do small forwards exist in the game? Yeah, a lot of small forwards are out here, 918. Yeah, there's a lot of small forwards out here. There's a lot of small forwards. I'm noticing a lot of small forwards. All right, the homies that are out there, we are hour in. I want to be able to live stream again later on today so we could test out these changes. Shout out to everybody that's come through. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys can make it back to later this afternoon's live stream. But if not, you all have a safe and blessed rest of your day. Good start to your weekend, and I'll catch you guys later.